Welcome, I'm Bruce Adams, Senior Sergeant, the officer in charge of the Police National Dive Squad. The team itself has been around for over 50 odd years now, and it's based here centrally in Wellington, and we cover the whole country, and obviously predominantly looking after evidence recovery underwater, along with some support for other water operations, whether it's a tactical mission. The makeup of the team, it comprises of pretty much 9 to 5 Monday to Friday for the full-time staff here, and then with obviously the shift work for the staff that are on the street as well.
Hey Matt, what are we doing?
So DRS sends tones to the diver underneath the water, just packing it and getting it ready for deployment.
Taking for a small deployment to up north.
Sweet, so here we are at the job site. We arrived late last night. I'll quickly just show you the area that we'll be searching today. Yeah, so as you can see, not the best visibility, likely to be shoulder to shoulder, looking for anything evidential.
So post-deployment, we're back at the base. The guys are just washing all the gear down. Not only do we have a good huck out, but we also use a chemical wash just to kill all the nasties, and we'll soak our rigs overnight just to make sure we get rid of everything in there. Not only for our personal health and well-being and personal hygiene, but also we do travel across the country, so just make sure we won't spread any nasties like the dynamo and other unwanted foreign invasive bad stuff.
Kia ora, it's Matt Thompson. Hope you enjoyed a day in the life of the dive squad. We always get asked the question, what do we do when we're not in the water? Well, let me show you. So this is our office. In the office we're working on paperwork, stuff like that. This includes checking the equipment, making sure that it was operating correctly as it's supposed to. This is the office.
The work that the team does, I mean, ultimately we'd like to do ourselves out of a job, and when we're not doing body recoveries, we're investigating all the diving fatalities that occur around the country, and we work with a whole lot of partners around trying to prevent those incidents from happening. Including we also do some prevention work locally. They've started a water safety program with young offenders, and it's all about building confidence within them and around decision making. But those are the sort of messages that we try and get out from all the work that we do from the inquiry. We collect a whole lot of information and data together with the coroner. Typically with body recoveries, obviously we'll deploy, and there's a lot of emotion, and certainly for the staff that are at the scene themselves, you know, they're there in a uniform and they're expected to do something, you know, and obviously there's a lot of pressure that's associated with that.
Hey, so each diver is assigned their own set of personal dive gear. Most of it is interchangeable between divers, so we can swap around if need be in the field. From there, everyone's got their own custom wetsuit to fit their body shape and type, and a custom dry suit as well. Sort of a big charging panel of equipment. Where do we start?
That's essentially the one where big hoses will come down from the surface and just pump air into the diver, and also diver to surface. So I've got a microphone there, simple push to talk, and that's a one-way communication. We can send signals and tones when plugged in as a diver-to-diver communication. Multiple units to find a missing diver. GoPro is what we take on most jobs. Also have a large digital camera as well. That transmits a radio frequency in terms of medical grade oxygen, resuscitation.
Average job, we carry about 25 to 30 bags. We're about 350 kilos. So yeah, a bit of kit.
I suppose the biggest thing that someone could take away is the acronym TEAM. So T, take someone with you when you go diving. So if you're going to dive alone, then essentially you're going to potentially die alone. So just make sure that if you are out there diving, that you do dive with a buddy, and that you do take someone with you. E, equipment. So make sure that your equipment is good to go and it's serviced, and that you're always checking it. So make sure that you service your dive gear annually, and also just make sure that it is good to go. A, avoid alcohol. So essentially you just don't want to drink and dive. It's just not good for you. M, medical events that they do happen. Are you fit and are you healthy enough to dive? So essentially, if something was to happen, it comes back to that T. Make sure that you take someone with you when you're diving and that you're not diving alone.